It was first versus second and the top league spot up for grabs on Saturday night, with NPL Victoria's front-runner Bentleigh Greens hosting Avondale FC at Kingston Heath. Both sides went into the round 11 clash undefeated, setting up what was a keenly anticipated top-of-the-table clash. To team news, and Greens head coach John Anastasiadis made just the one change to last week's squad, with Tyson Holmes returning. The midfielder had picked up a stomach bug in the lead-up to last week's game, but was declared fit for Saturday's fixture. Who will come out on top and take the league's top spot? Calling this one today, your commentators Teo Palazzeri and Chris Gleeson.
But a 7:30 start means the action is about to get underway on the pristine surface here at Kingston Heath. And the match between Bentleigh and Avondale gets started with a long ball out to the left side, and Jason Hicks is playing it into the path of Ross Archibald, coming up against his former club today, of course, and he puts it out for a throw. Ball currently at the feet of Ryan Scott.
Bentleigh started the game with a bit of passing possession, but Avondale's really pressing on them now and making it very hard. But they breaks on now, the flag stays down.
Down the left side they go. Thurtell, he's got Lucas in the middle, sliding it towards him, but too many Avondale defenders in the way, and it was Ricabene who was able to slide in and ensure that the ball never arrived. Thurtell, now Hicks, rolls out to the right. Lucas was able to escape. First time ball. Great header from Thurtell. It flashes just wide right. And that is rapid movement from the Bentleigh Greens. Fantastic pass out to Lucas, who escaped. And his first time cross connected with Thurtell. Here's the free kick then from Ricabene. Drives it to the far post. Boland totally unmarked, and he couldn't capitalise. Completely lost the markers. And yet his header flashes wide at the left-hand post. Bentleigh Greens, we haven't, I don't think I've actually done a single home game of theirs until now. Thurtell whips a ball into the pass of Tyson Holmes, and he sends it into the car park. Clearance on its way to Exidius, and now aerial duel between Tafsantsioglu and Thurtell. Holmes charging through, crossfield ball is going to bend into the path of Mitrovic, and Bentleigh are on here. Mitrovic jinks onto his right side, and his shot is blocked away by Archibald. Crucial. All of a sudden things opened up for the Bentleigh Greens there, and Mitrovic trying to take advantage. He's still on the ball, but the Avondale defence is now back in position. Out to the right side, Exidius venturing forward, whips in across, and the header from Lucas skims across the face. Perhaps could have done a bit more with it. High degree of difficulty, but certainly an unmarked header in the penalty area. And now Bentleigh, maybe third time lucky. They go probing through the left, and this time it runs out for a goal kick.
They're very unlucky, Lucas.
Why St Kilda, you say? Maybe because this. Don't forget this. These guys. This. And now this. There's a million brilliant reasons to visit St Kilda.
Jankovic had to slide forward. Christodoulou, now Kane Shepherd. One-on-one against Jack Webster. Left-footed shot over the bar.
And it's, you know, they've had a lot of games where they haven't been able to hit the scores.
Boland, long diagonal ball. Campsober, great first touch, and he's away against Exidius. It's Campsober wheeling away from the box, though. He's got support in the form of James Ricabene, cross to the near post, and it's flicked high by Webster. Not out of danger just yet, Bentleigh. Zinni puts a boot in, Campsober back through, and now Zinni again. Low drive deflected and going wide right. Out for a corner kick, and that's pressure on the Bentleigh Greens there. Ryan Scott had the shot covered, but the deflection wrong-footed him just at the last. Jankovic getting forward the left back, sweeps it into the area, and it's saved by Oldfield at point-blank range from Thurtell. Tafsantsioglu and Thurtell both went to ground, desperately lunging to slide after the ball. Thurtell was well and truly down, and then it really just deflected off him into Oldfield. It would have been an interesting looking finish had it been able to squirm in, but the goalkeeper comes up with his first really meaningful save of this match.
Well, I think it'll be later in the game. They win the ball back here, though.
They have. Boland, Campsober, edge of the area, shot on the turn. Whipped it wide right. So the numbers are being flipped over right underneath our effects microphone. In the meantime, Jeff Fleming's got a free kick for Avondale. Onto the head of Shepherd, it breaks through the right. Zinni, the volley sits up for him. And it was always rising as he put it over the crossbar. Smattering of applause for Hicks and his replacement Kelly. First duty is to get on next to Chris Lucas and stand in a two-man wall. Only been out there for all of 2 minutes. Now a high ball from Chris Didulu. Towns with a header. Zinni, good first touch and trying to hurdle through a gap in the Bentleigh defence. And it's tipped away by Scott. Good save. Around the post and out for a corner kick. And Stefan Zinni has had Avondale's 2 best chances of the second half. Great pressure from Fleming, able to force a turnover. Cam Sober can't capitalise. He's swallowed up by Jankovic, who wins the ball off him and now returns it with interest. On the run, Jankovic. He was taken out by the combination of Fleming and Phil Ricabene. Free kick, mid-range in the second half. So we wait to see what Bentleigh can put together under this free kick. 75 minutes now ticked by. Tyson Holmes floats a ball to the penalty spot, and a header comes in and scores! Bentleigh Greens take the lead, and it's super sub Kelly who has come up with the header.
He's done it again as Kelly. He was able to, his ball clicked in. It didn't have much pace on it, but he made it with a 5 or 6 yard sprint to get the header. Headed the ball just inside the corner. Oldfield couldn't do much about it. What a great finish that is by Kelly, and either it's an assist or a goal. You can guarantee he'll get one from the bench for the Bentleigh Greens.
It was that agonising wait for the Avondale defence as they watched the ball off his head, take a bounce, and then a loop through the penalty area before nestling in the left side of the net. And Box will get a handy 0-0 draw against St Albans. Foul on the keeper. Bentleigh thought they'd scored, but Chris Oldfield was pushed over. Jem Bacant is coming on. It's going to be Avondale's second sub. Flick header on to the centre of defence. Archibald taps Sansioglu. Full-time whistle. Bentleigh Greens break clear at the top of the NPL, and they win the battle of top teams 1-0 thanks to James Kelly's goal. Avondale so much possession, chances are plenty, but ultimately they leave without a goal and they leave empty-handed. The full-time score at Kingston Heath, Bentleigh Greens 1, Avondale 0.
And so, 5 points clear at the top of the table the Greens go, with 2 further games until the halfway point in the season. Next up for John Anastasiadis' men is Port Melbourne at home, and then Bulleen away, before we start playing familiar teams again, starting with Dandenong Thunder on June 2nd. Speaking post-match, the Greens gaffer gave plenty of credit to his men, who remain the only undefeated side in the league.
John, must be a good feeling being the last undefeated team in the NPL Victoria this season.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Obviously, it's been a great effort from the boys. The 11 games we've had, they've followed instructions. We've had some really tough games, and they've come out the other side, which is pretty good. And I'm happy with them. I'm happy for them, and we'll just keep plugging on and just keep thinking it's just 3 points. It's irrelevant if we're undefeated or not. We just keep thinking getting the 3 points, and we did enough today to do that.
Yeah, tight tussle in the midfield today. Did you think that was where the game was won, or anywhere else on the park?
Yeah, look, I think they had control, especially second half. They had quite a bit of control of the game, and we were battling there. We grinded the result out, and we were lucky at times. There's no doubt about it. I think a fair result would probably have been a draw, but nevertheless, these are the games that you take the 3 points. Where sometimes you got your back against the wall and you find something, and we found a great a set piece, and I knew that the bench was going to be the key today, and that's why Kelly comes on, and James Kelly, and does some damage. So it's great effort from the boys.